So Infinix has this smartphone. This is Infinix Hot 7 Pro and they are selling it for 10,000 rupees. And in 10,000 rupees, you have so many amazing options in the market. Like Realme 3i, Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2 which has 660 and Redmi Note 7 also has 660 and amazing design. But let's see whether this Infinix Hot 7 can be able to compete in that segment or not. So hey, what's up guys, my name is Zahir and this is a full review of this Infinix Hot 7 Pro. Let's begin. The highlight of this phone is 6GB of RAM and 4 cameras, 2 on the front and 2 on the rear. So yeah, these are the highlights. But let's see. So as of the design, this whole phone is built with metal, bottom and the top part is built with plastic. That is not a bad thing at all because they help you give better network reception. So that's a very nice thing. And the style looks of the smartphone, the build quality is pretty amazing, no doubt about that. But it looks like a 2018 or 2017 ka smartphone because like Redmi Note 5 Pro has a similar kind of design. So and even on front it has the same big top notch design, like that huge notch design which iPhone 10 as well as the Poco F1 has. Other than that, in terms of the build quality, it feels very hefty and very premium. I mean, in this price segment, it feels quite premium in the hand. Not as premium as Redmi Note 7 by the way. So yeah. And moving to the front, guys, in this price range, you are getting 1080p display. But this one has 6.2 inches of 720p display. I don't think so that in this price range a 720p display is worth that money, but as of now the display looks pretty okay in my opinion. The only complaint that I have is the brightness. It is not as bright as some other devices in this price range. And now moving to the performance, this smartphone comes with the Helio P22 processor. Yeah, that is one of the worst letdown of this smartphone. Like seriously, in the Redmi Note 7 comes with Snapdragon 660 and another Realme device comes with that Helio P70 chip. Guys, what are you doing? Like seriously, 10,000 rupees and Helio P22 chip. It's not at all worth it, guys. But let me tell you that with that 6GB of RAM, the day-to-day performance of this smartphone is pretty fantastic. It has basically a lag-free experience. You don't find major lag in this device. The day-to-day experience is pretty good. No doubt about that. But in terms of the gaming, you can definitely play some games in this device, but not the high-end one, you know. Guys, this one has one advantage though, that is a 6GB of RAM, and the 6GB of RAM helps a lot in some scenarios. Basically in the multitasking scenarios, you can play some basic games in this device like Subway Surfers, Temple Run 2, but you can also play some high-end games like PUBG on this phone on the medium to low setting. So yeah, that's there. Otherwise the performance is pretty okay in my opinion. Now moving to the cameras. On the rear it has dual cameras. The primary sensor is 13 megapixel with the aperture of f1.8 and the secondary sensor is 2 megapixel for depth sensing, and similarly on front it has a 13 plus 2 megapixel cameras and flash 2. So yeah, that's very nice. But as of the picture quality goes, guys, it is pretty okay in my opinion. It is not earth shattering or something like that. The brightness, saturation, colors, rendering, everything else pretty okay. Even with the front facing camera you can take some good selfies in the daylighting situation, but when you lose the light, the performance of the cameras are strictly average. So yeah, that's there. These are some of the pictures which I've took. So guys, this is my current video shooting setup. I'm shooting this video with a front facing camera of Infinix Hot 7 Pro. So there is a backlight which is lighting the walls and gives a cool look, and this is the soft box which is my key light which is basically bouncing off on my face. So guys, this is my current setup. मैं थोड़ा सा behind the scene आप लोगों को दे देता हूँ. इधर पे मेरा ट्राइपॉड खड़ा है. It has 4000 mAh battery. The battery life of this phone is pretty good. By the way, P22 is built on 12 nanometer technology, so the power consumption is not that high. So yeah, so the battery life of this smartphone is pretty fantastic. Full day or 1.5 day of battery usage if you are a heavy user. But if you are a light user, you will get around 2 days of battery life with this smartphone. So yeah, pretty neat, huh? You will get around 5 to 7 hours of screen on time with this smartphone. This phone comes with the 5 volt 2 ampere charger There is a 10-watt charger and the charging speed is pretty decent too. Now moving to the connectivity, it has dual SIM card slots as well as a dedicated SD card slot. The call quality, connectivity, range, reception is pretty fantastic. Wi-Fi is pretty good too. I mean, it's not as strong as some other devices, but it's pretty good, pretty average, you know. The sound quality, let me tell you that it has a bottom firing speaker as well as a earpiece. The quality of the bottom firing speaker is pretty good. Let me play a song here. By the way, microphone is right over here and the volume is full. It's pretty average in my opinion, and the sound quality from the earpiece is pretty fantastic, no doubt about that. It's pretty good, and the sound quality from the earphone jack, it's pretty good too, so no issues there too. Now let's talk about the security. So let me show you the speed of the fingerprint scanner. So as you see, it is quite average, and even the face unlock is good. As you see, it open. So this device comes with XOS 5.0, I guess, and guys, the software is quite amazing in my opinion in terms of the features, but it is quite bloated too. So yeah, and it adds to the hardware is not that powerful enough to utilize all the features that the software offers. And but I like the one thing over here. So as you see, you can turn on the front flash as well as you can turn on both the flash simultaneously. See, the front flash is on and the rear flash is also on. So yeah, if this device comes with the price tag of rupees 7,000 to 8,000 rupees, this would made a much more sense to buy. But in this jhamela of so many smartphone, I can't be able to properly recommend this device to you guys. So yeah, that's there. But if you remove the Redmi Note 7, Asus Zenfone Max Pro M2 out of the equation, like they does not exist, then this device is pretty fantastic. But with those options in the mind, I don't think so that this device worth that 10,000 rupees. Yeah, that's there. That's a harsh truth here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. By the way, guys, if you love my content, you know what to do. Like this video, share this video, and share it with your friends. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Bye bye.